Oh, sorry. So I get this out of the blue. I haven't talked to him for quite a long time, but I'm gonna start, talking to him more. But let me show you. Love you. What's up? Just wanted to send you this video. Let you know Happy Thanksgiving. Tell my sisters that they're Happy Thanksgiving and I love them. Official, man. Love you. It's interesting. Wow. I haven't been to see him since February. I don't send any money to him. Get that out of the blue. I forgot completely about having that GTR on my phone. Sent me this one too a while back. I never even saw this one. I'm gonna start staying in touch more with you. I just been thinking about you. I want to let you know I love you guys. Tell my sisters I love them. Send me a picture of them or whatever. Send me some videos of them. Just want to stop by, let you know I was thinking about you, Dad. I love you. I'll never forget that. I'm not show it. Might have a weird way of showing it, but I love you. Always know that. Some of these other ones popped up too. Player you got? He's already baby boy. That one was like 4 years ago. With my broke ass. Wow, that's interesting. I'm going back to bed. But that thing just woke me up because there's a new video on there, and I don't talk to him that much. I have a hard time with the whole baby killing thing. But that's my son. I don't go visit him like I should. Everybody deserves support, I guess. He's got me all in my feels now. It's Nicole snoring, if you hear.
This is News Center 7.
Emotions running high as a jury decides the fate of a man accused of killing his girlfriend's 2-year-old son. Braden Ferguson died on Valentine's Day 2017 after being rushed to Children's Hospital the day before. News Center 7's Mike Campbell was there as his lawyer and prosecutors made last-ditch efforts to convince the jury, sparking emotions that boiled over.
The last witness in the BryanSt.John trial went on the stand Friday morning, and then they went right into closing arguments. And those closing arguments by the lawyers elicited a lot of strong emotion, including from the defendant. BryanSt.John, also known as Luke, interrupts a prosecutor describing an alleged confession St. John made to a jail cellmate. It led to angry words being exchanged in the packed courtroom gallery, and deputies forced some people to leave.
Hey, we'll have order. Get out. No. Anybody else want to go now? Get out.
Prosecutors continued with their closing arguments with order restored. They say 2-year-old Braden Ferguson died of a skull fracture and other injuries suffered when St. John babysat him.
Braden was fine before Kelsey left for court. Perfectly fine. That was this defendant's words.
Prosecutors say Kelsey Martin, the child's mother, thought Braden was sleeping when she checked him upon returning. She checked again a couple hours later and found her son blue and unresponsive.
You heard her crying on that 911 call, "My son is gone."
St. John's lawyer worked to poke holes in the case, saying prosecutors didn't prove his client did anything. And he also said Kelsey Martin is the only other person that was ever alone with Braden the day his injuries were discovered.
That only leaves one person who did this. And I know nobody wants to think about that. A mother would cause injuries to her child like that, but that's the only explanation.
But prosecutors asked jurors not to be confused by what they called misdirection and stay focused on the person on trial.
Find him guilty and hold him accountable for Braden's injuries. For Braden's death.
The jury didn't begin deliberations till about 2 Friday afternoon, and they are still deliberating at this hour. 6 different charges against Ryan St. John they have to sort through and make a decision on. In downtown Dayton, Mike Campbell, News Center 7.
Wow, this is fucking me up. Yes. I had to turn him in. That's why it says this. I walked him up down to the police because he had to face the music. Now, it says this right here. I can show more on this because that was a lie. And I can show you because I talked to this inmate after he got out of jail the same day that he testified. But that doesn't mean Luke didn't do it. It just means, like I'm saying, he lied to get out of jail. I can prove that later if anybody wants me to. His name is Dustin Middleton, but don't ever give credit to inmates snitches. I can prove that he denied ever talking to Luke about that. He said they talked about how Kelsey did it, but it's still Luke was lying to him. I mean, he did this. He deserves what he got. Braden has a voice. Wow. Wow. Now I'm all in my fifis. Wow. There he is. That's what's important in this case, to me. It could have been prevented by many different ways. He was a fun-loving little boy. He was a beautiful little boy. Luckily, we still have contact with our grandson through her. After 4 or 5 years of fighting, this is Kelsey Martin, Braden's mother. After 4 or 5 years of fighting, she would not let us see her and Luke's baby boy. But she got over it over the years, and now we have a limited amount of contact with him. His name is Ryan Luke St. John Jr. Wow. Probably not there anymore. Yeah, the video's not there. Maybe it's there. We'll see. No. See, they had two different counts. He could have taken a plea for involuntary manslaughter, but he would not take it. He would have got 11 years if he would have took that deal. They also had him charged with felony one murder, which they convicted him of. don't know what they did with that money because the funeral was donated by Newcomer's Funeral Home. So I don't know what they did with that money. That was a Paul. Then why'd she reach out? Why'd she reach out? That's right, Pam. It's not going anywhere. As a supporter, I got a non-supporter. That's crazy. Now I'm all in my feels about it. I just ain't on that shit. He looks just like me.